Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Naked Audio Tutorial. This is Yong from Sgaudiohive. Okay, so in our last video, we have done a faceplate removal on a custom, the UE6. Okay, this custom actually came in for a change of connector. Currently, is using a IPX connector from UE, and we are going to change it to MMCX. Okay. So first of all, we have to check if there is space inside. Okay, so as you can see, the MMCX will actually might hit onto the driver. So we have to cut the MMCX connector short. Okay, so we just need some tools. Okay, for removal, we have the removal video, faceplate removal video. We need some cutters, a Dremel, definitely, MMCX connector. This is the female MMCX connector. Yeah, I'll put all the links in the description lah. And what else do we need? Oh, we need to solder. So soldering iron, your blue tag. For sealing up, we will do a separate video. Yeah, so that it's easier to digest. Okay, so right now, what we want to do is to cut away at the connector. Okay, take note because these are soldered wires inside the connector. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, these two soldering points. We don't want our Dremel cutter or whatever to destroy that. Yeah. Oh, we also will need some resin. I'll be using standard UV resin for this. I'll put the link for the resin. I will advise you all to use what's that called? I'm using agar right now, so we can use agar. We'll need a UV lamp also lah. This is I think mostly for entertainment lah. I don't think you all will need to perform this kind of repair. Okay. So I'll put the UV lamp one side first. Okay. Okay, like we observe, this part we actually need to cut the connectors. Actually, we might not have to lah, but we'll cut just in case. Okay. So get the wires out of the way, and we'll do some trimming down here. Okay, so use our Dremel, very loud. Yeah, so we'll start the trimming. Oh, I forget to mention that dust actually will go inside the IEM. So later we need to do something like what is that called? We'll pour some lacquer into the shell, and we'll just let it clean up the what's that called? The dust. Okay, so I've done 2 notches here, and this is actually quite thick. We'll try to use a plier to pry it out, because the bottom part is not as thick, so it will sort of break apart. Okay, where's my plier? Okay, so keeping in mind not to damage anything, we will put our plier here. Okay, I don't want to say gently, but we still have to be gentle. Just do like slight rocking. You can hear some cracking when you do that. It's not working. Okay, so in this case we need a deeper cut, so I need to change to a deeper knife. once we trim the side acrylic, we can actually remove the top, this piece of acrylic. Okay, you see, we can remove it. I don't know if the focus is very bad. Okay, so once that is removed, we can take out this IPX female connector. Okay, now we have to remove it and solder in the new connector. Okay, in this case, they have used some resin to fit down the wire. So gently pull out the wire. The resin is not a very permanent kind of what we call gluing method. So we can slowly peel away the wires from the resin. Just be careful, we don't want to break the wire. Okay, let's break this piece off first. Okay, but anyway it broke lah, so I'll do it off camera and then I'll cut right back when it's done. Okay, so I'm back. I was looking at the other side. There is some issue. They use a non-conventional. They use too much glue lah, basically. So I'm working on the other side right now. So we have removed the IPX connector, cut it out and cut it up. So we now have the internal wires. We want to tin them. Okay, so we are trying to get the tin on the wires. Make sure everything is thin. Okay, so now that we have a good tin, let's trim down. Oh, I've tinned the other side already. So this is the other side. Okay, trim it down. Okay, I've also tinned the MMCX connectors. So this side is the one that we have to use the shorter leg. Trim it down with a cutter. That's all. Okay, so okay, this should be good here. Okay, so right now we have to make sure that the wires are not touching each other. And okay, this hole right here, you want to make sure that it can fit the MMCX. Okay, so it's still a bit, what we call it, still a bit too small. Just a bit, so we will just extend this by a bit. Always extend upwards. Okay, I hope this is good enough. Still need slightly more, just a bit. Okay, we are good to go. Okay, so the customer requests that we actually angle it outwards slightly. Let me just take a look. Okay, we want the connector to be flush to the shaft because after that we still have to put in the faceplate. So there should not be any modification required here. Okay, but let me take a look at the we need it to sit flush, so the bottom part need to trim down. Okay, I think this is about there. Okay, let me just take a look. Yeah, we are good to go. So right now we have to sort. Let me just double check. Yeah, it's flat. Okay, so right now is the part where we try to glue it down. This is a bit tricky because there is something else required. We need a UV lamp. Okay, so once we get it into the position that we sort of want, which I can't. We'll apply a bit of glue lah. Super glue will do. Okay, it's best to put a piece of blue tack because you can angle it wherever you want. Okay, I need to connect my power. Okay, so this is the UV lamp. Right now we are pouring in the acrylic. So MMCX has its grooves, so we want it to fill up the grooves. And okay, so we'll let them settle, and hopefully it flows outwards. If not, we have to add the resin from the outside. Okay, it's actually flowing outwards, so just wait for it to flow. Okay, so we tilt them at this angle. Maybe I'll add more. Okay. Okay, so before we do anything, we have to wipe off the top part because this is where the faceplate is. The flat surface is required. The additional acrylic will add some thickness to it. So right now we are done with this. We can proceed with the UV. So we let it just sit here for. This one is every cycle is 30 seconds. So we do 2 or 3 cycles. I'll skip past that and come back later. So we are almost done. Okay, so right now we have to make sure that the connector is flushed. Okay. So connectors goes in, so this is alright. Okay, the last step before we seal the faceplate is to apply some lacquer and let them roll around the inside because there are dust particles that I don't know. You can see some here, so we just want to run a bit of lacquer. I also put the lacquer link in the description. Of course, we should pour more, but I don't see much more place that will require the dust removal. Okay, so we can cure it now or cure it later because we still have to fix the faceplate and do some curing. Okay. Okay, so in the next video, we'll show you how to seal up a faceplate.